Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Our Lady of Victory. I want to kick off. I am joined by members of my administration, Councilmember Mary Che, and we are about to kick off our monthly community walk. You will recognize that we choose a community each and every month. Members of the government come out to tour different aspects of the community and hear from community leaders and work together to address issues that are identified. Today, we're also going to be talking specifically with members of the Metropolitan Police Department who have joined us. While we're highlighting also two new efforts, one that will help us make our street sweeping program more efficient, and one that is focused on reducing thefts from auto. You know that we are constantly charging our team members with making DC government work better for DC residents, and one way that we do that is by focusing on city services. And I hope that all the community members here will join with me in thanking the 30,000+ people that work for us each and every day for delivering high quality government services. So thank you. And to that end, the Department of Public Works has launched My DPW, a mobile app that allows residents to receive alerts about when to move their vehicles ahead of weekly residential street sweeping. The app will help residents avoid tickets and help us improve the efficiency of our street sweeping program. Another issue we want to address today is thefts from auto. We know that theft from auto crimes are up in this area, and we also know that there are some easy steps that residents can take to help prevent these crimes of opportunity, and more that we want to do as well. Unfortunately, like residents in other cities across the country, many Washingtonians fall victim to smash and grab theft. We want you to report any and all incidents to MPD, and it helps MPD understand trends and find the perpetrators of these crimes. But we also know one of the most effective ways residents can help is to help us avoid this type of theft by locking your vehicles and removing items in plain sight. We used to say removing valuables, but we want to say removing any item because a would-be thief doesn't know if it's valuable or not. And as they say, out of sight, out of mind. And sometimes, though, that's not enough. MPD is in the process of procuring new technology, surveillance cameras that are motion activated and utilize wireless technology to send photos and videos directly to nearby officers. In the past, MPD has used these types of cameras to successfully combat environmental crimes, and I've encouraged them to continue and find additional places where we need to identify illegal dumping as well. And they have been very successful in those environmental crime detections by making 55 arrests for illegal dumping. And now we will strategically deploy this technology in areas hardest hit by property crimes as well, like theft from auto. So we know that working together, we will drive down these incidents of crime as well. So with that, I'll take any questions and then we will begin our walk. Yes?
You have made a point, along with the police chief, I'm hoping he will arrive, but you made a point of saying that repeat offenders with guns have been a scourge. And yesterday, the police arrested and charged a man with murder in the North Capitol Street shooting mid-January, and a shooting of a school teacher who got wounded. Do you think you're making progress, is the question?
I think that we make progress every day, but we want it to be faster, and we will continue to deploy the full range of services and interventions. And MPD will continue to do its great investigative work, and we know that the prosecutors and courts will do their part of the work as well. Thank you.
To ask you this question that we asked yesterday, but I wanted to get your response to the presence. So there's a source close to the MS-13 gang saying that they have a sort of a presence. They're not active, but they have a presence here in the district. I just wanted to see if you have a comment on that.
I can't really comment on an anonymous source, but I can tell you that MPD has active gang intelligence work that goes on in our community in DC. They're actively engaged with our neighbors in the region as well, so that we will continuously surveil where we have issues. I know there was a particular report about one of our high schools. DCPS has been in contact with the leadership there, and will be in contact with the parents there, but I don't know that we have a credible, specific thing to respond to. Thank you. Yes, maybe Our Lady of Victory has a question.
Do you think that there are going to be more of those crimes, or do you think that the bus shooting, do you think that there are going to be more like that throughout DC, or do you think that it's going to be?
Well, I'm not exactly sure what incident you're talking about, hon, but what I want to make you very clear about is we take any and all crime, no matter where it happens, very seriously. And the first question you heard was about how we can remove guns from our city, which is so important. And it's also important for all the grown-ups who are listening to people can understand that our kids are watching, and our kids want to be safe in every neighborhood that they go to, and they care about kids in all neighborhoods. So the police, your lawmakers and council members, the judges, and everybody is working to keep our neighborhoods safe. But what we're also doing is try to make sure that if we notice a young person that's in trouble and needs more help, we want to give that young person help before they get in trouble. You know what I mean? So that's what we're working on. All right. One last question from Our Lady of Victory.
So I was driving past my house with my dad, and they pulled us over to clear the street because they were looking for 2 stolen cars.
Yep.
So, do you think that crime rate will be decreased?
Well, that's exactly what we're here to talk about. And I'm very happy that you saw the officers in the police department responding, because we're concerned about violent crime, but we're also concerned about property crime, because people work very hard for their cars, their homes, and the valuables that they need for their daily life. And so what we want to remind everybody is to lock up your car, take the keys out of the car, take your purse, your laptop, your iPhone, your charger, all of those things that indicate that there may be some valuables in your car. And then the police are going to make sure that we find who is causing the trouble. Okay? All right, let's get started. Thank you, boys and girls.